What's going on, guys? Jay, that drain guy. We are in an apartment today, and as you guys can see, bathtub's clogged up, toilet's clogged up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna plug up the bathtub with some shop towels. Then we're gonna suck out all the water from the toilet. We're gonna shut the water off there. All right. That. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this water and dump it in there, just because this bathroom also shares with a master bathroom there's only a toilet, so we probably will need it empty in case there's still a lot of water in the line below the toilet. So we're going to do that. And we're going to take our ratcheting wrench and, well, first things actually, we're going to be undoing the water supply. So we are in a building that does not want us changing anything unless it is completely broken. So a lot of times I will change out the water supply lines or the bolts up for the toilet or stuff like that, and they don't want us doing any of that. Okay, so the bolt and nuts are turning, so what we're going to do, we're going to stick a screwdriver in there just to kind of put some pressure on it while we undo it. The only thing we are allowed to change is the gasket. This is under a contract that the company has. It is what it is. Pretty bad that they don't want new parts in, but I suggest things all the time, and a lot of times they listen, a lot of times they do not. Alright, that's that. Now we're going to shift the toilet over here. Remember, lift with your back, not your legs. I think that's supposed to be opposite. All right, now This one, you gotta be careful. It may be a T in the wall, or it may be an offset Y. So we just need to be sure that we're controlling how the cable is going in at the beginning. We're up on the 30th floor of the building, so we're not going to be using the K-50. We would use that if we were down on the lower floors. The problem is going to be within 10 feet, basically just above the 29th floor. We know that because it's one main stack until they get down to the 4th floor. So 5/8 cable, the 4-blade cutter. So you guys can see it's got a bend on it. There's some strings from a big box store. You want to, below here is a 90. You want a 90 like that, and then you want to turn that cable so that it's facing down. So 90, turn it. And that should be the T, or at least where it drops down. So now, keep pressure on it and spin. All right. And that's it. The problem was right there. We're not even one cable in. So we are going to put some more cables in just to make sure. That's the first connection right there. That's 7.5 feet. That's 15 feet there. And that's 22.5 feet. So I am going to turn the hot water on in the sink. And that's basically going to clean up any of the debris that might be, or the gunk that's on the cable. So you guys can see the cable is just falling. We're going to pull it back, see if we got anything on the cable. So there's some hair and stuff like that. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Nothing's backing up in the drain. Shut that off. Now let it drain. You guys can hear it draining there. So now we're just going to do a little wrap up and then clean up. So, machine goes away. So we got our Oatey Max Wax ring. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, sorry, that's another commercial. I don't always use the Max Wax, but sometimes I do. It all depends on what the supplier had on hand at the time of me getting them, and then what, sometimes you just need a Max Wax Yeah. So you guys can see a little whirlpool there. Put this toilet back in place. All right, line the bolts up and then squish her down. First things we're going to do, we're going to hook up the water supply so that we can have the toilet filling while I'm bolting it down. All right, that's one. Now the second one. Nice and tight. So this will probably take 2 flushes to actually drain down properly. So you see how it kind of just filled up. That's basically filling that second trap because these are double trapped and trash. I don't know if you guys know how I feel about these toilets. I may have said it once or twice in a video, I'm not sure. And there you go. Everything's good. I'm just going to give a final cleanup. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video and you want to give it a thumbs up or even leave some hype down below, that's in your, below the video anyway. That's something new YouTube has put out. I'm not telling you have to, but if you want to, I'd appreciate it. Until next time, this has been Jay, that Drain Guy, signing out. Shrug.